So after much walking, we finally got here. Look at all the beetles! I didn't even see all them. It's an RS as well. 1.6 GTI. The old minis. Mark 1 GTIs. Golf Mark 1. So after much walking, we finally got here. Walking across all these fields. That's the area the tower was in over there. And yeah, now this is where we find the holy grail of cars. This car graveyard is special because the cars are very rare that are inside here. I'm talking Porsche 944s, I'm talking BMW E30s, where my heart lies, old Beetles and old Minis. Let's just go and take a look. I mean, look at all these brand new cars. Well, 2017 plates. Just there's millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds worth of cars on here, and we just waltz straight on, which I'm very surprised about. But here, over here right now, is what's left of the UK scrappage scheme. Let's go and take a look, see what gems we can find in here. Look at all these smart cars. I wonder if these were all recalled.
As long as we keep low here now, we can stay as long as we want.
Yeah, oh wow, there's a few 7 Series. My dad used to have one of these E38 7 Series. Oh, look at the Porsche 944s. Look at them. Oh, there's loads of them. Look at all the Porsches. Oh, look at this E30. Oh no, that's an E34 or 5 Series. That's a 5 Series. Look at all these Porsches. Look at all the Beetles. I didn't even see all them. Hey, these Porsches have been stripped. Surprise, surprise.
I'm telling you now, there's something dodgy going on here. They're stripping these and selling off bits.
Oh, a 205 GTI. 1.9 as well. It's got
This is the pictures we've seen on the internet.
Look at the old Minis. Oh, look at the Escort. Oh my god, look at the Escort here. It's an Escort Mark III, I think it is. All rallied up. How cool is that? It's got the Recaro bucket seats in from, I think, the RS 2000. It's an RS as well. I think that's a replica though. Look at the exhaust. I don't think that's an original RS. Right, we're just seeing a dog unit. We've heard rumours that there's dogs on here. No one's actually ever been on here. I've just seen a dog unit van. That's a bit worrying. Oh, it's a 1.6 GTI. It's a 1.6 GTI. Dog unit van. Over there with window open. Triumph TR7. Another GTI Peugeot. No way. Look at the old Minis. Right, so what do we do?
I don't know, but the back door's open on it.
That's what I mean.
And there's not a dog in it because it would have barked when I walked past. So the dog's out somewhere.
Shit.
Told you.
For God's
I don't think
sake.
you can let it go out on its own with that gate being open over there.
I know, yeah, we just walked on, there's no gates, that's what I mean. We've just been.
Can't believe these minis just sat here.
Oh, these old refuel Rovers. I think that's a. Is that a P4 or something? No, it's a Rover 100. Where's the P4? I wonder if there's a P4 here like we saw at that old house near us.
No. They're over there. GA.
What? I can't hear.
There's an alarm going on over there. What's that there? Is that a thing? That?
What?
That
Oh.
one that usually has the eagle on the front of the bonnet.
Oh, the old Porsches.
It's American, isn't it? It's left hand drive. Pontiac. That's it, Pontiac. With the eagle on it. You don't see many of them now.
I reckon we walk up there. Away from that. It's not a proper RS, that is it? Look at the exhaust, do you reckon?
Is that a thing? That? I bet. Chevy, isn't it?
Oh my god. Mark 1 GTIs. Golf Mark 1.
Golf. Soft top.
Oh, look at them all these GTI Golfs. All these Mark 1 Golfs. Those are Mark 2. Mark 2 GTI. Another Peugeot GTI. Why? Hit the hurdles by now. Yeah, I reckon we walked around there and walked back on ourselves.
These old brand new vans. Let's walk up in there.
Yeah. There is a dog in there, guys. Why is it just sat in the van though? I don't get it. So, when this first started, about a year after the scrappage scheme came into effect, all this here was covered in cars, and like today's standards, they are classic cars. The cars now that are so desirable, people must have been kicking themselves.
You know what I mean? They're brand new shells. Yeah, that's what I mean. They've come off the line and I bet they've got slight damage to them or something. This is where they get put. Yeah, look, that's got a dint on back quarter. Just been painted, but it's got a dint on it.
Okay, so there's the dog's collar, so that's worrying. Snapped off. Maybe that shows what kind of force this dog's got, I don't know.
You've got some force in your guard dogs. And that's got one.
So right now we're risking our lives, because if that dog jumps up and bites your throat, that's it, you're done. And I saw a snap collar there, so I'm thinking that thing's got some force. So we're going to just go and try and find the rest of these cars, because I know there's some Nissan 200 SXs, there's Nissan 300 with Fair Ladies, the 300 ZX, don't be the 3 litre twin turbo. Yeah, I'm into my cars, and I'm into my Japanese imports, I'm into my German cars as well. So yeah, I want to get to them, but the only problem is where them beautiful Nissans are. I think there's actually a Skyline there as well. It's a guard dog, and a fierce one at that. Brand new Range Rover sat there, not even registered, no reg plates on it, no nothing. It's so weird, this place. Right, we're going to come around this side, try and bypass the dog. Right, so we've cut our way through here.
You can't get in, you might have to have a look down here. I didn't come all the way down, did I?
Oh, Range Rover.
People have been taking the lights, but that's not. Slowly getting rid of one there with nothing left on it. See what I mean? How did that get to that? Yes. F350. Wow. Now that's a truck I would have. 300.
200 SX there.
So, same colour as Dean. He's had the bumper box as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why do you see him?
Yeah, I've just seen it. He's going to come up now with dog.
Is he? Right, one of us could get bit right now. Should we just walk over to him and speak to him? Should we just walk over to him? Some dream cars right there.
You can see me when you go back in the frame zone. This way instead.
So, right there, it's in Nissan Sylvia, and you've got the two, well, 3 fair ladies, 300 ZXs. In the back you've got the 200 SXs, old drift legends. Do you reckon we should go and speak to him?
No, he gets the dog out.
But he's not going to
Be a dickhead.
He's not going to get the dog out if we go over to him with cameras.
So get the dog out.
Just walk over high.
Yeah, I'm not coming further than you. 152, 153. That's 150.
So right here's a fleet of Jaguars as well. We just gotta be really careful now, guys. We see the GTI front end over there. So it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed that episode. I decided I'm going to take a look back now through the footage. I'm going to do a voiceover while looking at the footage because I literally flew the drone over. I wasn't paying attention properly, just making sure I got the shots, so I wasn't paying attention on the cars. So as you did see before as well, there was thousands of cars. I'm talking like 20,000, minimum 20,000 cars here, so you can understand why security is quite high at this place. I'm surprised I was able to just waltz straight on, although there was a dog unit there. I think there was probably there because I flew the drone first, them cars, to find out where they were. We came off and I flew the drone again because I knew what I wanted to look at. So I'm going to play the drone footage right now and you can get my reaction to what I'm seeing. Right, so these are all the brand new cars. This is when I was approaching where the older cars were. I just wanted to get a bit of a shot of how vast all that is. I mean, look, as far as the eye can see, there's cars, and that's just on one side. There's multiple sides to this airport. Yeah, mostly like 2015 to like 2018 cars. I'm guessing a lot of them were just ones that didn't sell in the forecourt or whatnot. And as you can see as well, this is unedited, pretty much this footage. So there will be like jerky angle changes and stuff, because rather than be smooth when I need to cut it, I'll just slam it at a complete 180 in mid-air. I'm sure I was meant to speed this bit up. I think I did speed this bit up and it's still taking ages. There's a lot of German cars in there, a lot of Mercedes. Right, so yeah, this is where I'm approaching them. As we're going over here, we thought it was impossible to, we thought there was a moat going all the way around. It wasn't. There's a little gate there that we literally just hopped over. And here, straight ahead now, you can see this cluster of cars and these are the ones left from the scrappage scheme. I'm guessing all them little smart cars must have been part of it. So I'm just going to do a pass over. I think this is the first time I went with the drone and I passed over, but straight away I can see them Nissans there. I'm pretty much right above them. See what I mean by the changes in the angles? Don't worry, I fly it so much closer on the second time. I literally hover above the cars, and the dog van had gone by this point. See, there's loads of cars here that I didn't see. There's more Porsche 944s. There's more Rovers. Look at all them Beetles. Them Beetles will be worth a fortune now. I'm guessing with these ones, I don't know, I think they've waited until they've realised these ones are the valuable ones, and I think they are stripping them, to be honest, because the car had to be MOT'd, running, roadworthy and driving, and some of these cars have had the interior stripped out of them. Makes me think, well, I'm sure when that car got scrapped, it wasn't going for salvage, it was going scrapped for metal. That was it. As you can see here, I'm starting to hover over some of the cars. There's some Rovers there, Land Rovers. Is that a Volkswagen camper van? I didn't remember seeing that. There's an upside down car there. Here on the left is a Nissan Silvia. Amazing car. You've got the 300 ZXs there, and here you've got 240 SXs. You've got them Volkswagen, what are they called? Corrados. There's like a V6 4Motion one, I think. Same as what they had in the Golf. There's some nice Mercedes. Well, I'm not sure what Mercedes they were. I'm not massive on the Mercedes models. But look at them 240 SXs. Absolutely amazing cars. I'd love to have. It'd be a dream to own one of those. These are some kind of Toyota. Are they even Toyota Scorchers, something like that. I think there was imports. I don't remember them ever being here. Same as Silvia though. Them Jaguars are beautiful. Some really old Land Rovers. But see, look, there's parts missing off at a bonnet. They would never have drove that into the dealership and accepted it. Same there's a shell off a car. Yeah. Oh wait, what was that? Was that another Golf then? You see that red one on the bottom right? that Escort RS Turbo, unreal. One of them is sitting there. Got some really old cars there. Not sure what they are. 205 GTI. I think I'm going to make my way over to the Golfs. The Volkswagen Rabbit, as it was known, the Mark 1 Golf. Many of them were GTIs. Unreal. We got Mark 2 GTI. Wow. All them beautiful cars sat there right now. The Mark 1 Golfs, they're desirable anywhere. I think I'm flying away now. Yeah, they're desirable anywhere are the Mark 1 Golf. I mean, people still pay good money for them, and they're only going up in value, just like the E30s and all that. But I'm gutted I didn't see any Nova GTEs or Astra GTEs, because I really wanted to see them. They were proper retro street rally cars when I was younger. So I just wanted to do a quick studio talk on what I was seeing in them videos, because obviously I couldn't really do a voiceover. I was going to film it while I was flying it, but I thought no, because we was kind of being hunted down by security. But anyway, back to the video. Where's the guy?
In the van.
What, in the back?
In the van. Right on top of the cage.
So unfortunately, that's all we can see, guys, because that guy with the dog is just a bit too dodgy. But at least we saw what is left of these classic cars. I'm so glad I saw them Mark 1 GTI Golfs, those 205 GTIs. We didn't see much of the Nissans, but I still got to see the 300 ZX and the 200 SX and the Silvia. So, you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing. We will never see these cars again. It's only a matter of time now before they're broken down or scrapped. So that was all we could see, unfortunately. But coming from someone who owns a classic car and is restoring a classic car, a BMW 325i E30 1989, it breaks my heart to see all these classics sat here, especially when I've owned some of them, like a Golf Mark II and a 205 as well, and some of the beautiful classics which wouldn't need much doing to them, to be honest. And in some of them there's like 3 or 4 of each one, and that would make one probably a really good car. So it's such a shame to see that these cars are getting scrapped and destroyed. But as we walk through the vast tunnel of brand new cars, we head to our next destination and explore, because that's what I'm doing all day, smashing out videos for you lot. So drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm going to be doing so much stuff. And on the 15th of June, I mean by the time this goes up it's probably going to be towards the end of June, but 15th of June I go on a road trip. I meet up with Josh on the 15th, exploring with Josh, and then I'm heading to Scotland and a few other places. Then we're meeting up, we're picking our boy Steve Ronan up from the airport on the 22nd. Dark Arts Paranormal's coming along, Exploring with Bucky's coming along. We're doing the car caves again, doing it again, taking Josh. Also going to do a drone rescue mission, going to do so much stuff, Dead Man's Island. So guys, we got lost and now we've ended up on a dirt track for like monster but we even fell down.
Oh, you don't go offside there, it's a bit of a
The car is officially stuck.
You probably would have been better off going that way, not this way.
I know, well now the car...
You can get over it, you know.
The car's stuck, so how do we get off?
It's his wheel that's spinning. He's already got stuck once, he's going for it though. We're in the off-roading. Are you going to keep going?
Yeah, why not? You ready?
Go on. I just ripped the bumper off the back. The splitter off the back. Bit of damage.
You now don't have a splitter.
What? Splitter's hanging off.
Look what he's down, he's stood there watching us.
You need to reverse back. I'll pull the splitter off anyway. Shit. Tell him reverse that way. Wait. Where's now though? Yeah.
Just keep hold of it.
Well, I want to get mine out. I don't think he's coming, you know. I think he thinks we've gone. Just stay here for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
He's coming. Yeah, he's creeping up. He's not seen us yet. He's creeping up now.
Hands coming.
Go!
Oh, speak to him, otherwise he's going to chase us off.
It's funny. What did you say to him?
He said, he was told him to come here.
Alright.
What you on?
Sorry?
What you on?
What do we want?
What you on? What you doing?
We're allowed on.
Well, it's private ground. It's, you know, it's a separate company to the security guard.
Alright, okay.
But you know, if you're not doing any harm, I'm not too bothered.
No, we're just
No,
filming.
no.
We've
the
got.
groundsman here, you know, you're not after mischief, but that's okay.
Wait.
Okay, not to worry.
Alright. Can we continue?
What?
Can we continue?
Yeah, carry on, mate, yeah.
Great. Alright, I need to put that splitter back on first. It's not going back on.
It's not going back on, mate, believe me.
Okay, so we've had a war wound already. We've lost the Aldi rear splitter. So it's up to one of these two to put it back on when we get back.
Dan thought it'd be great to do a bit of off-road, didn't you, Dan?
Well, you know, if you'd have fitted my rear springs by now, we'd have easily cleared that.
No, you should have seen your bounce when you went up there.
It's a bouncer. So we're still near the Scrappage scheme place with the airport, and we've been off-roading, and now we've just found the reminiscence of some kind of kit car, yeah?
Lotus. Caterham. Look at the spoiler, there's some weight in that.
Yeah, these have just been, what's crashed on pitch.
This is what it does, how big burns off of it.
Plastic arch for rally.
I wonder what's in the bin. No wonder there's some gem stuff in there.
No, it's just rubbish.